No one's going to like me for doing this, but when you see the wheel I get, you'll understand. Another painted. Oh my days, this is mad. We're going to get 3 in a row. Double painted's back. So as you saw by that intro, obviously I traded up a lot of imports that did have more value than what I traded up to, but it's all just a bit of fun. I'm never going to use those imports, but basically if that doesn't prove that double painted weekend is here, and it is definitely here, then I don't know what will. But basically there has been some controversy surrounding the double painted, and if you watched my crate opening yesterday, you would have seen sort of the surface of that, and that is to do with the golden egg and golden pumpkin series. I was going to play some Rumble in this, but my other rankings did expire, so I might... No, I'll play Rumble because it's threes, so I can, you know, like speak to you guys a little bit more because I was going to play hoops. But before I get into the controversy and what this video is actually about, I'm just going to say this video is sponsored. Of course, it really helps out the channel. If you want to buy something from them, be sure to use my discount code. If not, you can skip forward on the intro and get back to this video. But I'll play their intro right now. You guys need to go and check out the sponsors of this video, lolga.com. They sell gift cards for cheaper than they actually are if you use my discount code pixel at checkout for 6% off. Say you want a $50 gift card, go to the checkout, use my code, and you can get it for cheaper than $50. If you want to buy V-Bucks on Fortnite, keys on Rocket League, or much more, then you can go and do that using the link in the description. Lolga is not affiliated with any game that I'm playing or showing on the channel, but they're really supporting me, and I hope you go show them some love. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of the video. Although it was edited at the beginning, those were my only 3 trade-ups of the video. They were all painted, so that was pretty awesome. But if you didn't know, basically, yesterday at 6 PM my time, Rocket League announced the beginning of double drop rate, which means that all trade-ups and everything is doubled. So with the 25% chance of it being painted in a crate, it is now 50%. But wait, the golden series, the pumpkin and the egg, that was already 50%. I kind of don't want to keep talking about this until I find a game, but it's taking a long time. I'll add hoops, see if that helps. So basically, because the golden egg and the golden pumpkin were collectively made up of, I think, 3 crates for the pumpkin and 4 for the golden egg, the chance of it being painted was actually doubled already from 25% to 50%. So that would mean that if those were to be doubled again, that would be 100% chance of it being painted, which means a guaranteed painted item. Say you did an import trade up, it'd be 100% guaranteed to be a painted exotic. So mathematically, that's how it looks, because, you know, they are a crate, essentially, because it does say in the game rare crate, and they are categorized in the crate section of your inventory. So that makes sense. I'm not disputing that the golden series aren't crates, because they are. However, that would mean, like I said, 100% painted exotics, which would never happen. That would never be in the game. The controversy has come from people such as XYZ Trading, who spent a lot of money preparing for this, thinking they would get a painted exotic every time. So, you know, so he bought a load of imports, I think a few $100s, a couple $100s on that to get imports for his trade-ups, thinking that every 5 imports he traded up, he would get a painted exotic out of it. And I was trying to explain to him this. There's 2 sides to this argument. There's, yes, Rocket League should, in a big update like this, specify. Like, it doesn't hurt to specify that the golden pumpkin and the golden eggs aren't affected, because they it was actually confirmed by Devon, I believe, after the update that they weren't affected, but that is definitely something that they should have confirmed beforehand. On the other hand, of course, you should do a bit of research before investing so much money into the imports, just to check that it is, as you thought, 100% drop rate. But I was basically saying to him, like, although mathematically 50% times 2 would be 100%, there is no way Rocket League would make it possible for there to be 100% chance in the game, because that would, obviously, for Zombas, Drakers, and Infiniums, not so much Infiniums, but that would ruin the price of those items, because, you know, it's so much more likely to get them, because you can't not get a painted item. So they would never do that. And someone else said that perhaps the golden pumpkin and golden eggs drop rate was already considered doubled, meaning that to double it again would be quadrupled from the original base rate, and it's not a ×4 drop rate weekend. That's a point. There could be that. But another thing that you should realize is that it physically, although Rocket League would never put it in the game literally because of what it would mean, you physically can't get 100% drop rate and trade-ups from the golden pumpkin, because some of the items in there can't be painted. So, like, you can't get I can't, what's in the well, the golden egg, for example, you can't get a breakout type S painted, so you physically wouldn't be able to have 100% chance of the trade-ups giving you a painted item, because that means you couldn't trade up to any of the imports, which would mean the game would just be broken. So you physically can't get 100% already. So it's difficult. Yes, Rocket League, like I said, it couldn't hurt to just make sure people are aware that the Golden Series aren't affected, because, you know, that just clears it all up. But I do think it's a bit rash to think, although the math suggests that it could potentially be 100%, to buy a load of items, hundreds of dollars worth, with the belief that that would actually ever be in the game, maybe was a little bit forward thinking, a little bit risky, and as it's shown, it's not actually the way it is. But so I feel like there's like fault, I guess you could say, on both sides. More so from Rocket League, on the basis that it doesn't take much to just say in the post, oh yeah, by the way, the Golden Series isn't counted, on the basis that it's already been doubled, or on the basis that it's already 50%. Do I think, though, I was saying to X, like, I don't think they'll offer him compensation for the items that he bought. One, because you're not technically supposed to buy items in terms of, you know, Rocket League's terms of service. So, although he bought them with the belief that he'd get 100% trade-ups, because Rocket League didn't specify otherwise, they're not going to compensate him for what he bought, because he kind of bought it by breaking the rules. However, thinking about it, although them not saying that, obviously not specifying originally that it wouldn't be 100%, doesn't really affect anyone, or it shouldn't, because you should argue that they shouldn't buy something thinking it's going to be 100% in any situation. I think they could offer maybe some compensation to players. But when I say compensation, I don't mean anything to get excited about. I'm not talking about a refund, a reverse of trades, or keys, or anything like that. They might give out a decryptor. Like, but I don't see how that would work. Like, maybe they'd give out a decryptor for anyone who does a trade up from the Golden Series in this time period. Maybe they would do that, because they might do that trade up believing originally that they were going to get a painted item. Then obviously when they won't, Rocket League will be like, ah yeah, maybe we should have specified. We'll give anyone who does that a decryptor. But in terms of compensation, I don't think we're going to see anything more than maximum 3 decryptors. But in my opinion, I don't think we're going to see any form of compensation. Rocket League would probably just, I don't even think they'll address it, you know. I think it honestly wouldn't surprise me if they didn't address it. Like, it's like when Fortnite, they gave compensation to people. They gave people stuff just for having extended downtime. That is like next level compensation that, in my opinion, is unnecessary. Like, they were using it to fix the servers. Yes, it was longer than they thought, but still. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Did you buy? Because in X's video, he said that hundreds and thousands, he said thousands of people bought these items thinking that they were going to get like double drop rate for it. Like, I don't know if that's true. Obviously, he's in that sort of community, so if anyone would know about it, it'd be him. I don't think thousands of people have spent hundreds of dollars on stuff like this thinking it's 100%. It's just a tricky situation. To sum up, do I think that Psyonix scammed the community? No. I think it wasn't great of them to leave out just a little note to say, like, that would have been the perfect scenario. Just Rocket League just say, hey, on the basis that Golden Series is already 50% and that it's already been doubled, if that is the case, if that's how they consider it, then it won't be affected, because that would break the game, basically. Just a little line like that would be great. But they didn't do that, so there is fault there. I don't know. Obviously, my first thought when this update basically came out, I wasn't thinking about Golden Pumpkin and Golden Eggs, because I actually didn't know to begin with that they were 50% chance to be painted. That probably explains why I got White Zombas in the Golden Egg. But yeah, I genuinely didn't think of that, because it was tied in with the Player's Choice Crate 3. All I thought about the double painted was, yeah, I wanna do this. Oh, here we go. That's a goal. Oh, what a save. I want to do this update, this double painted, and take advantage of it with the Player's Choice Crate, because the painted exotics are good. I didn't even think about the Golden Series, so I wasn't affected. Would I have, had I known that it was originally 50%, would I have gone for, you know, loads of golden items to try and get 100% painted exotics? Honestly, I don't think I would. I genuinely think my focus would be the Player's Choice Crate, because 100% just wouldn't make sense to me. I might buy a few on the basis that it's double painted, you know, it's 50% regardless, but I wouldn't expecting 100% painted exotics, because there's just no way that would ever happen. But either way, that is kind of my debate about this. In my opinion, I don't think Rocket League scammed the community. I don't think they intentionally withheld that information to try and make more key sales for people trying to buy these items. Not that anyone would buy keys from Rocket League for these items. It just would have been keys that people had previously bought from Rocket League. I think it was just a mistake. I had to restart my face cam just before that kickoff. Luckily, I wasn't in prime position. So yeah, that's my little like rant about this. Tomorrow, I will be uploading a video opening more Player's Choice crates with the double drop rate. I'm going to be opening 50 bad boys because I watched John's crate opening, the live stream he did, and well, let's just say he opened 10 more crates than me, but had way better luck than I did. He had a similar situation back in the day. It was actually #1 in my top 20 crates of 2017 video, where someone donated and said sending some 20xx luck, and they donated $20 for that, and in the crate after that came in, I got 20xx. That was one of the most insane things. He had something similar to that. I won't spoil it for you. If you want to go watch it, then by all means do so. It was an insane crate opening, got some really good stuff. So I need to bounce back. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I just thought today, obviously I was like sort of involved with this, you know, being on the game right after the update, and then having X message me about, you know, there being a potential glitch and him, you know, misunderstanding perhaps the whole situation. So I wanted to give my opinion on it, and I wanted to hear your opinion on it, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is a bigger deal than I've made out. Maybe X is you know, right, and maybe Rocket League should do something sort of about it to, that's such an awkward angle, to fix this problem. But yeah, I think maybe perhaps I'm underreacting and he's overreacting, you know? Feel like maybe there's just a middle ground. Rocket League probably could have done something about it, but I don't think their intention was to mislead and scam the community. A lot of people give Rocket League stick. I honestly think they, you know, they were just excited about an event, and maybe again it was naive of them to assume that everyone would assume that 100% painted would never be in the game, because mathematically double drop rate to 50 does imply that. But then again, like I said, it could be other people being naive to assume that could ever be in the game in the first place. So yeah, I don't know if that triple nice one was a toxic remark from my teammate here, but I'll hope not. He's going to take that from me, which is really annoying because I had a perfect shot for that. But still, either way, he did it. Hopefully he's not going to be toxic, and hopefully we can win this game. Nice shot, lad. I think we got this game in the bag. But either way, that's sort of my take on it. It's unfortunate, especially if you bought loads. And I'm sure had I bought a load of items with the belief that it was 100% drop rate, I'd be more annoyed. So I can see where X is coming from in that respect, because obviously then I'd imagine if X knew that the 50% wasn't going to 100, but every other crate's 25% was going to 50, I'm sure he would have much rather invested in Player's Choice items due to the new crate for it to be a more relevant sort of upload for him to do, rather than the golden pumpkins, you know, if he knew that they hadn't been affected. So that is unfortunate, and it's unfortunate that yesterday his video had to be him talking about the situation rather than just getting some sick trade ups in. But yeah, it is what it is, and it's a shame. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think, like I said, I think we're going to win this game. I'm done talking about it now. I would genuinely love to hear your opinions in the comments. If you are interested in football, a couple of hours ago, I uploaded my Premier League Week 13 predictions over on the Full 90, which now has over 2,000 subscribers, which is absolutely awesome. I got a good day planned. I'm going to obviously finish recording this, edit it, then I'm going to play a bit of Fortnite before my driving lesson, and then after that driving lesson, I'm going to film my crate opening. So it's all going to be sick. And also, I've got a really insane Fortnite idea coming out on the weekend. It was inspired by another YouTuber, a friend of mine, so I'm going to give them the biggest shout out in that video because it's such a great idea that they had, and I just wanted to do my own sort of twist on it. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how that one turns out. Let's try and get this off the corner. Double. I tried to do a little double doink and flick it up into the air. Honestly, we've played okay this video. It's been my first game on, so it's not been the most fluid of performances, but I've got the job done. So yeah, just stuff like that, decent hits. That might even be game over. So yeah, if you're excited, obviously, for the Player's Choice crate, then leave a like on the video down below. The support on yesterday's video was great. It was really awesome to see. And yeah, any other videos, anything you want me to talk about, make videos on, let me know down in the comments, because I am going to Paris in a couple of weeks, and that's for a week long, so I'm going to have to pre-record a few videos. So anything you want to see, if you do have an idea, the best time to get them in is now, because obviously I might be not running out of ideas, but, you know, I'll need more ideas sooner for when I go to Paris, rather than when I'd be normally uploading. I can't believe I missed that, but he might be able to follow that up. He is going to. He's going to get the boost from me, so now it's all on him. So, failed my wave dash, which is nice to know. I'm going to leave that. Let it just come back to the middle. Let him take it. Oh, I would have had that. This guy is a little bit of a ball chaser, not going to lie. But it is what it is. Let's try and get on the back wall or the rim. 1 minute left. I am getting a bit better. I was quite ill yesterday. I don't know if you really could tell. You could kind of tell in my football video on the football channel. He's going to try and hit that, so I'm going to get it quickly. But I am feeling a little bit better today in terms of like my throat and stuff. So that's nice to know, because normally when I get a sore throat like this, I get a sore throat for ages. It's really bad, and then I get like a bunged up nose and have cold symptoms and headaches, and it lasts for usually like a week and a half. It's only been like 3 days. I think I'm starting to like get over it, which is really, really nice. So yeah, that's my life. I'm buzzing because I've got some awesome videos to record over the next few days. I've got on the weekend, I think it's Sunday, I've got highlights. So not an uncut crate opening, but highlights of a 150 players choice crate opening. So I'll be recording for an hour and a bit, and I'll probably condense that into like 15 minutes or so of the best highlights of the double drop rate. And then obviously later on I'm gonna oh, I messed up. That's so bad. So annoying. That was a really nice little fly as well. Yeah, I've got obviously the 150 crate opening. I haven't asked my dad yet, but hopefully a 20 crate opening with my dad coming up, then the trade ups, the Fortnite video. The next week's going to be great, and then next week I'm going to be preparing for my holiday away. So there's good stuff on the channel. The double drop rate has helped us again. We tiered up our battle pass or rocket pass. We got to diamond 2 div 2. That's kind of cool. Let me just check those out. I don't think I've had those, and I think they might be white capacitors, which is super cool. They are! Let's go! Double drop rate. We've done 3 trade-ups at the beginning and got this at the end. Boom! Double drop rate sorting us out. But either way, that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe today to join the Pixel Army. I've been Pixel, you've been awesome, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. It's